The brother asked me to say what was the revolvers that I like the most. What was the fifth? It's the Smith and Wesson Model 15-2. That is the top one, and 38 special. I looked it up. You can do plus P 38 special in it. And then the Colt Police Positive in 38 special. I have yet to shoot the Police Positive with the ivory grips. It's just a beautiful gun. I mean, when I bought this last year, I wasn't looking for it. I was just like, I just want to go to my local gun store. I've been going to my local gun store for a lot of years, 15 years. And they always got something new and unique in there. And I saw it and I was like, what the heck is that? I never knew what a police positive was. And it actually has the Colt horse on there. So it is in decent condition. And I bought it, and the person that sold it to me was like, "Wow." He didn't even check it. Like he was like, "I didn't know it's literally it's marked on the barrel 38 special." So he was like, "If I would have known that, I would not have sold it to you because these those are hard to come by. They really are and whatnot." So those are my favorite. The Smith and Wesson Model 15, I think it's dash 2, is the first firearm I ever shot in my life. I know it's a revolver, but it's also a firearm. It's the first one I ever shot. And I was like, wow, this thing has no kick to speak of. I can shoot it with one hand. And amazing, right? And so I mean, 38 special is just easy to shoot. It's easy to shoot. Uh, it is very very controlled follow up shots and whatnot. It's easy to shoot. It is very controllable. Uh, it's a barker to me. It's a barker. It's kind of loud. I've never really done like decibel wise how loud it is. You don't really feel it when you're outdoors, but when you're indoors, I think it barks kind of loud. So I like the old Smith and Wesson Model 10s, Model 15s because typically you can find them at any pawn store, any gun show, and you're typically going to pay like 250, maybe $300 the most. Is a lot of what goes on is a lot of those guns, these old Smiths, they were carried by armored car companies. I used to work for an armored car company. I was a driver, deliverer, so I carried that, doing that. So these companies offload that, or they've been offloaded that a long time ago. And what happens is that everybody's in the semi-auto world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants a Glock or a Sig or a Ruger. So these guns are in abundance. You know what I'm saying? And they're great guns, man. I mean, every time I pull the trigger, it fires. They're very accurate and whatnot. So I mean, you can go to certain places. You can get these for like $200. It is really cheap. And in your average gunfight, you're talking about one 2 rounds. That's it. 38 special is more than enough to put somebody down if you need to. The Smith, the trigger is literally butter. I mean, it gets better with more use and whatnot. And 38 special ammo is very very available. It's everywhere. I don't typically carry FMJ, although I could. You know what I'm saying? My fear with FMJ is that it's going to go through somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's been known to do that. So I don't know if there has been any stories of FMJ 38 special passing through somebody's body. I don't know. I know it does that very easily with 9 millimeter. So, but I love out of all the rounds that I've ever shot, I have 7.62 time 25 Tokarev. I have 9 millimeter. I have 40 cal. I have 25 auto. I had a 45. I got rid of. I think 45 is a great gun. It's just too damn heavy. You know, you're talking about a gun that's a pound or more, and then with the bullets, it gets even more heavy than that. So you know, you need a strong belt, thicker pants, maybe a suspender to hold the gun up. You know what I'm saying? So I got rid of my 45. I just didn't want it. I think the bullets are too expensive. I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I stick to 9 mil for most of my everyday carry, but I love to carry my 38 special. There's just no kick to it. And you know, people will say, "Why?" This guy says to me all the time, "Why do you care about kick?" It's you need follow up shots. Do you want to put one in the bullseye or two? I want to put two in the bullseye. You know what I'm saying? So these are my two favorite handguns of, or two favorite revolvers of all time so far. I don't really buy anymore. I really don't because I'm just concentrated. This year is to me about keeping control of your spending and whatnot, and just buying a lot of, continuing to buy XRP, XLM, XDC, but outside of that, I have always wanted a Smith and Wesson. I said it right the first time. Smith and Wesson Model 2944 Magnum. Dirty Harry, that will be a possible purchase this year. Matter of fact, it's going to be a purchase this year. I'm going to buy the Smith and Wesson brand new Model 2944 Magnum, and I'm going to buy. I've always wanted this. I don't know why I haven't done it in a long time. I'm going to buy a Maverick 88 shotgun, 8 rounds, 12 gauge. That has always been something I wanted for a long time, but I never bought the bullet. So, do I need these guns? No. Do I want them? Yes. That's what I'm going to be doing this year. I'm only going to buy two firearms this year, and that's about it. But if you ever get your hands on a 38 special, I'm talking about a woman can operate a 38 special really, really, really well. Go for it. That should be everybody's first handgun is a 38 special. And you're going to learn about shot placement, you're going to learn about patience, you're going to learn about taking your time. Interestingly enough, closing it out, this older man, it looked like somewhere in the Latin American world, he's got cameras all over, outside and inside. The video is actually on YouTube. This guy who he's had a problem with for a lot of years, his little yappy dog is barking like he's here, he's coming. So the old man hears the dog. He looks in one of his monitors. He sees the guy has already broken his house. He makes his way up the stairs. The old guy was looking for him. You never look for people, you let them come to you. The old man turned around and he was right in front of him. And then he shot him once in the chest with the 38 special. You can clearly see it was the 38 special. The guy punched him in the face twice. The old man fell on the ground. He shot him two more times with the 38 special, and that was lights out. So 38 is more than capable in a self-defense role, and it is very, very, very enjoyable to shoot. So I recommend Smith and Wesson, and I also recommend a Colt Police Positive if you can find one at 38 Special.